Here comes the conditioner, and I'm putting it on the head first so I can just soak it in really well. It gives such a soft texture to the doggy's coat, and it will help you huge with brushing and with preventing mats. I don't really suggest using detanglers. I'm not a big fan of those. We're going to talk about that in another video around that section. I favor way more the conditioner because that's the prevention and detangling the matting before the bath, because that's just way more comfortable for the doggy. There is no chance the coat will be matted or tangled, and doggies just favor it much more, in my opinion. This is how I apply all the whole full bottle of conditioner, the Earth Bath Almond Aloe, I think that's the name of the brand, conditioner, or oatmeal aloe, whatever. That's the richest conditioner I've ever felt. It's super silky, and it will help you huge. It's a little bit tricky to rinse out, so after I'm done with rubbing everything in and rinsing out, I'm gonna double check with my bare hands without the gloves and make sure that everything is gone, because in case there is a sticky or slippery sensation anywhere on the doggy, that needs to be rinsed again, because that way in case we leave that in, they're gonna become itchy after the spa day, and we definitely do not want that. So after everything looks nice and slippery on the doggy, I get back on the project of rinsing, and we're gonna get an absolutely stunningly clean doggy as the end result. And even the blow drying will be amazingly easy, because the hair will just fly. It will prepare the coat for a haircut really, really well. Even if you're not doing a haircut, it will give you such an amazing texture, and your doggy will love you for it, because they can get air to their skin. It's gonna be very comfortable for them, so they're gonna love you for doing all this work. It's kind of a project, I know. Nice. He's being so good. In case your doggy is not super happy about the bath time, you can always stick lick mat on the side of the bathtub or around on the tile, so they can lick whatever they like from there, like peanut butter or frozen meat in a Kong, whatever you can find. And if you have a backup, then you can absolutely do that they can hold something frozen or licky sticky something, and then they can lick it while you are doing the rest of the soak on the doggy. And that's gonna help you huge to keep the doggy comfortable and refocus. I always mention that one of the best ways to keep the doggy comfortable is trust in you and a really good exercise before the spa day, included with pee breaks and number 2 breaks. So there's no way they are wiggling or moving or trying to go out of the tub because of the need to relieve themselves. So that's a very, very important step at the beginning, and it will also help you to keep your doggy cleaner for a little bit longer in case they feel the urge to roll in dirt or grass after the bath. You can keep them indoors for a little bit longer to dry at least a little bit, and then they're gonna be able to shake off at least a little bit easier whatever they get on their coat after rolling. As you can see, while I'm soaking the doggy, I'm also, with my left hand, I'm pushing the water out of the coat, removing the shampoo and conditioner, whatever is left in there, with the water, and I'm soaking that again with my right hand. That's a huge help to make it faster whenever you are trying to remove the shampoo, conditioner, and dirt from the coat. So I'm using both hands. One is soaking, the other one is moving the water out of the way, and I'm doing it all over the doggy. whenever we are talking about males and even for females, the same area is very important. We need to rinse the private area back there. So please pay attention whenever you are rinsing the doggy to get some water around that area. In case you need to move the legs a little bit higher up, you can lift one up. You can see that Bear is doing that for me here. And that's going to help you huge to avoid the itchy thingy around the privates there. Make sure you are rinsing the inner side of the ears and the outer side as well. Top of the head, chin, cheeks, really prone to leftover shampoo and conditioner and a lot of dirt because of food and water in there. So pay very close attention to those areas to make sure that the doggy is absolutely comfortable. And yes, you're probably gonna get a few shakes on yourself as well. It happens, the joys of dealing with doggies. I wouldn't change it for anything. Even with the first soak, it's totally fine with the dirt on me. And summertime, you can even just hang out with them in the tub and then in bikinis or whatever you feel comfortable within. And that's going to be much easier on both of you. Now I'm turning him around to make sure that I'm getting everything out. Whenever I'm soaking the one end, and we got the tub almost halfway full with some hair getting stuck in the drain. So whenever I'm rinsing stuff out, it's not just when I'm soaking the doggy, but also when I'm rinsing everything out. Somebody saw something and then there was a little woof in there. So whenever I'm soaking the coat or rinsing everything out, I'm turning the doggy around. So I'm working directly on both sides, because just moving the hose on the other side won't do the work, especially with this long coat. It just won't do the work. So we really need to make sure that we are rinsing everything out. It's not that big of a deal when you are soaking the doggy. It's way bigger deal when you are rinsing the doggy out. And after the rinse, I like to squeeze most of the water out, because in case I do, it's going to be less towels. It's going to be easier to towel dry the doggy, and it's going to be faster to blow dry the doggy. Some groomers, oh look, I found something. So whenever I'm whenever I'm squeezing the water out, I always check the coat with my hands. Meanwhile, that it's not slippery. In case it is, that means there is some shampoo, conditioner stuck in there. Then I go back with the water and rinse it again to double check and make sure that there's nothing left there. You can do the same thing. And if you need to go back like 3 times, you totally can. And I'm squeezing again. You can see that I'm not soaking the head again. It's just like the areas which needed a little bit more attention. And once I'm done and the whole coat feels absolutely fine, then we are going back a little. I like to leave a little bit more space for myself, so when I'm grabbing the towel, then they're gonna stay there. Woo-hoo-hoo. And I start with the face, just towel drying, squeezing it a little very gently so we're not hurting the doggy. Squeezing it a little, covering everything up, and I'm lifting them out of the tub, and I continue the towel drying there.